What if I told you? The problem isn't that Superman-type powers are boring. It's just that most movies don't actually know how to show them properly. I'm aiming to hit 1,000 subscribers before Avengers Doomsday comes out. If you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to hit subscribe and join the community. When you really think about it, super strength, super speed, flight, near invulnerability. These aren't just cool abilities, they're catastrophic. And yet, most of the time, they feel underwhelming.
Fuck.
Are Superman-type powers that boring, or have they just been portrayed in less interesting ways than they should be? There have been so many adaptations of these abilities across different superhero universes. Some scale it down, others push it to insane levels. Today, we're focusing on which adaptations actually sell the true might of that power. We've got the DCEU Hancock, The Boys, the MCU Invincible, and the DCEU. In most of these universes, characters with these abilities are usually the strongest beings around. But here's the thing, when it comes to portraying that level of power, consistency is everything. Zack Snyder's Man of Steel had its flaws, but one thing it absolutely nailed was power. You feel every punch. You see the destruction unfold. When Superman and Zod clash, you feel the weight of the battle. Now compare that to the MCU. The Hulk, for one, is supposed to be one of the strongest beings in the MCU, but his power level? All over the place. In Infinity War, he gets absolutely folded by Thanos.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Yes, Thanos is powerful, but Hulk barely puts up a fight. He struggles against the Hulkbuster armor and lost against unarmed Thor. For someone whose whole thing is the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets, we rarely see that escalation. And the environmental destruction? Surprisingly minimal. Now compare that to Superman versus Zod. Buildings collapsing, shockwaves tearing through cities. You believe these are godlike beings. Thor isn't exempt from this either. Thor should be on Superman's level in terms of raw power, but the MCU took a while to figure that out. In earlier movies, he struggles to put down Iron Man. The same Iron Man who can barely handle Captain America in a straight fight. That scaling alone raises questions. Yes, Thor gets major upgrades later, especially in Ragnarok and Infinity War. But again, inconsistency. And then there's Captain Marvel. In Endgame, she's overpowering Thanos, straight up dominating him at one point. But in the Marvels, she struggles against a significantly weaker villain.
Right.
So what changed? Did the villain get stronger? Or did the power level get dialed down? Now let's shift to the DCU. Whatever criticisms you have, one thing it does better than most is consistent power portrayal. Take the Doomsday fight. You've got Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman going up against a monster that's clearly out of Batman's league. And the movie knows it. Batman doesn't suddenly become overpowered. He keeps his distance, uses strategy, gadgets, and survives. He contributes without breaking logic. Same thing in Batman v Superman. Batman only stands a chance because of kryptonite. Without it, there's no fight. That's consistency. The MCU, to its credit, does a much better job with its street-level heroes. Spider-Man's strength? Consistent. Captain America's enhanced abilities? Grounded and believable. You always know what they can and can't do. But once you get to the heavy hitters, Thor, Hulk, Captain Marvel, that consistency starts to fall apart. Now, let's talk about Invincible. Great show, brutal fights, but the power scaling? Also inconsistent. Some battles feel planet-shaking. Others feel oddly restrained for characters who should be leveling cities. It sometimes depends more on the scene than the established power level. The Boys has a similar issue. Homelander is built up as this unstoppable force. But when he fights Soldier Boy, the scale feels toned down. The destruction isn't quite what you'd expect. And honestly, it likely comes down to budget constraints, because showing that level of power consistently isn't cheap. Now, Hancock. This is one of the best examples of Superman-type powers done right. When Hancock moves, things break. When he fights, the environment suffers. There's weight, there's chaos, there's consequence. It feels real. Then we have the DCU's upcoming Superman portrayal. And so far, the fight scenes haven't quite captured that Man of Steel intensity. They lack that sense of impact, that feeling that two gods are colliding. It just doesn't hit the same. Black Adam, on the other hand, maintains a pretty consistent level of power within the DCU. From start to finish, you understand exactly how strong he is, and the movie sticks to it. Ironically, even DC animation, despite its great storytelling, sometimes struggles with consistency. You'll see moments where Batman staggers Darkseid.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Or even dodges Omega beams. Cool? Yes. Consistent? Not really. So what's the real problem with Superman-type powers? It's not that they're boring. It's that they're often underportrayed, or inconsistently portrayed. When done right, like in Man of Steel or Hancock, they feel overwhelming, terrifying, godlike. When done poorly, they feel like just another fight scene at the end of the day. The MCU has had a few great displays of power, no doubt about that. But when it comes to consistently showing the true scale of Superman-level abilities, the DCU simply does it better. And until more movies start treating these powers with the weight they deserve, Superman-type abilities will keep feeling less impressive than they actually are. So, yeah, Superman-type powers were never the problem. The real issue is how they're shown. When the portrayal is right, it's insane. When it's not, it just feels average. But what do you think? Who do you think does it best? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, make sure to like, subscribe, and stick around for more.